Hello everyone, this is Kuldeep from Gestisoft and welcome to a new video on Business Central. Today we're going to take a look at how to suggest vendor payments batch jobs in Business Central. So this will be a follow-up video from the last video that I did, which was about customer payment registration. If you want to check that out, the link will be in the description down below. So let's get started. First, what you're going to do is under cash management, you're going to go into the payment journals and then you're going to select one of them. Today, I'm going to go with cash. And here, this is where we are going to include all of our vendor payment suggestion. So how you're going to do that is first you're going to click on prepare and you can see here we've got the option to select the suggest vendor payments that we are going to click on. And you've got this small window pop up here, which has already been filled in automatically by Business Central. So you can leave it as it is or make changes if you want to. You can also filter by a specific vendor. So in the drop down list here, you can see the different vendors that you want to select. But for this example, I'm just going to leave it blank because I want to have a list of all the vendors. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and click on OK. Now I've already done this on my side. So what this has done was it has given me a list here of all the vendors and the amount that I need to pay. So if you scroll to the right, you will see here we've got the different amounts associated with each of the vendors. Now, let's say you want to know what is the total amount of these specific invoices. So what we're going to do, you can go on home and then we've got posts here and we can do a test report and we are going to click on preview so that we get an idea of the different amounts and the ledger. So as you can see here, it has put all of the invoices for the vendors into a document. And if you scroll down, you can see here we've got the total that has already been added here. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the priority of vendors. So before we continue here, I just want to go to our vendors list. Now, let's say you currently do not have that much amount of money that we've just saw in the total to spend, or you want to prioritize specific vendors when it comes to payments, you need to set that up in your vendor list. And I'm going to show you then how you're going to suggest the vendor payments with that priority. So for instance, right now, let's open up this vendor cart. And if you scroll down to the payment section, you can see here we've got the priority. And for this one, it has been set to 2. And let's open now for another vendor that we've got here. And if you scroll down again to the payment section, you will see here we've got a priority of 1. So that's how you go about setting up the priority for different vendors in Business Central. Now, let's go back to the payment journals. Let's open up here again. So now let's say you want to do a different type of suggestion for the vendor payment because as I said, if you do not currently have that much amount of money to spend or you want to prioritize different type of vendors, you want the suggestion to be put here differently. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete the lines. So as you can see here, I've already deleted all of the lines that we had before. So we're going to do the same process. We go on prepare and click on suggest vendor payments, but this time we're going to activate the option to use vendor priority. Now, if you cannot see this option, you just go ahead and click on the show more here. So that's how you get more options here. So once you've selected the use vendor priority, we are going to put an available amount that we want Business Central to take into account. So we already remember the total amount that we had before. Now let's just say we want to put an amount of 25,000, for instance. So that is the maximum that you currently have to spend when it comes to vendor payments. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and click on OK. So as you can see, we've got a much shorter list for the different vendors here. And if you want to check the total amount, what we can do, we can go on home. We are going to do a test report and click on preview. And if we come down here, as you can see now, the total has been adjusted to fit my new business reality. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a quick one on how to do such as vendor payments in Business Central and how you can apply priorities when it comes to vendor payments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.